Hello, hi, I'm Cryptic Hybrid, and this is Cannibal Lottery. Now, Cannibal Lottery is a horror visual game that's in development right now, and it's also on Kickstarter because its developers are looking to raise funds in order to finish it. So they also put out a demo to go with the Kickstarter, and we're gonna check it out together. Let's go! Cannibal Lottery. Now, Cannibal Lottery is set in the future on an alien planet where humans have had a pretty rough time. They exist there, they have a colony, but unfortunately their existence there depends on a race of alien carnivores. And every month there's a lottery where 2 humans are sacrificed and sent to those aliens to be eaten. So it's pretty crazy. And this is the character you're gonna play. She's Falena, and she's the governor of that colony. Our thoughts are with the families of these 2 men. It was a tragic accident. We'll take measures to ensure nothing like this ever happens again. This is her little office. Yes, I said too. The 3rd man wasn't found under the rigging. I assure you, only 2 men are dead. The 3rd, Dalton Nevore, left the worksite and his whereabouts are unknown. What I mean is he felt responsible for the accident and has disappeared, likely in great distress. The family of Dalton Nevore are in the lobby downstairs. I would not lie about the death of one of our citizens. 2 men died in the accident. 1 is in a coma. 1 has disappeared. The coroner and hospital can... Are we lying about how many people died in the accident? Oh Jesus. The 2 deceased have been turned over to the providers. Those are the aliens. That's standard procedure. I won't discuss whether the lottery will still run at this time. Oh, and this is Edne, my daughter. Well, Falena's daughter. This is outrageous, Falena. The family deserves to know the truth. That's the official statement for now. I'm going to have to... I'm absolutely not lying about... You are lying! Would you hold on a moment? Are you not having... we are not having this conversation while I'm on the phone with the... Why are we lying to this family? I don't have time to tell you why. Dartol, could you get Edna? And yes, Dartol is an alien. Daltor is one of the aliens. But he kind of looks like Carrot Top, but that's kind of weird. Of course, Falena. How can you let that monster touch your baby? Come on, he's just an alien, he's not a monster. Leave right now, Malik. Hush now, my sweet. No, of course I'm not talking to you. I'm having a disagreement with... Auntie Daltor has you. She could bite its head off with 1 chop. I said leave, Malik. That's it, my sweet. Don't need to cry. Uh-oh. Oh god, I'm going to throw up. That's a big mouth, by the way. Well, they are cannibals. Why are you still here? Oh, that scared the baby. That's not good. Come on, Daltor. What the hell, man? You scared the baby. I need to deal with this budget surplus we have this month. Let's see where it will do the most good. Okay. Because, you know, we are the government, so we manage the money. Let's see. Culture and the arts. This includes the Colony Television Network and the news show that belittles you. So that means what? I'm gonna bribe the press? Let's see. Science and technology. Your needs in this area are mostly seen to by the providers. Education includes primary and finishing schools. They're never content with their budgets. Special projects. Right now, this is the rampage shelter construction. More funds could finish it faster. Magistrate Fund. The Magistrate Guild supports the anti-cannibal party, the opposition to your provider party. Colony Health. The population is in good health, but hospitals and clinics take care of everyone's needs. Colony Welfare. This department runs the elder and youth care facilities in the colony. And administration. It wouldn't look good to pocket the money, but your co-workers will appreciate the bonus. Ah, no. Come on, let's go for education, because they always want more money, I guess. This just in, tragic news from the Rampage Shelter construction site today when collapsed scaffolding took the lives of 2 workers and left a 3rd one in a coma. The families have been contacted and the deceased have been presented to Turan Low as sacrifices. We still await word from Government Dancy regarding the lottery schedule this month. Sources close to the government tower believe Dancy will announce a cancellation later today, as not only do the 2 deceased workers fulfill the required monthly sacrifice, but Turan Low also received the remains of an elderly woman 3 days ago, meaning they now have 1 corpse beyond their minimum. For more on this regrettable incident, we turn to Lushland News' editorializer Masa Murda. Masa? What the hell? Well, gee, what can I say? Let's hope our cannibal provider pals like custard, cause those workers got squished. But look on the bright side, Lushland. 2 smooshed workers means another month to live for the rest of us. Plus, they got Grandma Soufflé as an extra bonus. What's the old saying? Happy cannibals, happy animals? Let's find the positives where we can, my fellow livestock. Ah, that's pretty screwed up. Maza, what do you think of our chances that the lottery will be cancelled this month? Well, Alowicha? That's a weird name. I'd say it's about 50-50. Sure, we're stuck up the provider's freezer with enough toesicle to suck on this for weeks. But Felina's real soft on our carnivorous caretakers. She might make up some fib to run the lottery anyway. You know her motto, cannibals first, humans for seconds, or even thirds, with all the bodies this month. Damn. Let's hope that this won't be the case. For Lushland Call News, I'm Bradrock Talk. Wow, crazy names. Wishing you all a safe evening. I'm Alowicha Brandy Kitcha. Alowinda Brandy Kitcha. Come on, your name freaking rhymes. And I'm Masamurda. Good night. That was... If I had that type of news every night, that would be crazy. Everything discussed in this room is confidential. If there is a leak, I will replace every single one of you. Now, of course, you want us to keep all your dirty secrets, and you can't replace me without due process. I'll start that process and shut you out, Malik. Psh. Let's see, this is Zalbi? Media liaison. If we're discussing state secrets, why is Daltor here? Daltor is involved. Still, considering you're under the threat of sacrificial replacement, I wouldn't advise risking your life by having her here. Her loyalties lie with them. Wait, Daltor is a woman? Is a female? What? My loyalties lie with Felina. I will never jeopardize her life. Let's proceed. Sharon, stop taking notes. Beg your pardon? Nothing said here is leaving this room, either spoken or written. If we have actionables, I'd like to have them written down. I'm not going to argue with you. Sharon, tablet down. 2 days ago there was an accident. 4 workers at constructing the Rampage Shelter fell when scaffolding broke. 3 died, 1 is in a coma. 3, not 2 like you told Lushland Calling News and the man's family. Dalton Evore was responsible for building the scaffolding. He was out of long rivets. He used short ones instead. It was his fault it broke. I've told the media he ran away after his mistake. He would face criminal charges for his negligence. He has no spouse or children. It's reasonable to claim he's on the run. Daltor and her brother Ristor were called to help remove the scaffolding. They secretly took Dalton's body out from the debris without anyone seeing. Frankly, I don't have time. I wouldn't have told any of you, but the body has been placed in the freezer safe locker. And I caught them doing it in the middle of the night. Why were you in the tower in the middle of the night? I'm telling you all of this because we have a hidden body in a locker crate in the safe locker, because I'm sure Malik would, if I... Oh, she's telling them because she would, she's sure Malik would tell them anyway. This way you're all culpable. If it leaks, you lose your jobs. You can't claim you didn't know. Tell me why. Why lie to our people, to the man's family? Because I need options. If the providers get close to going berserk, we need a body to give them right away. There won't be a time for a lottery. And I need some leverage in the situation. Lord Crichton doesn't negotiate. This body will more likely be a bribe for him when I have no other options. Huh, that's actually smart. If we told the providers there were 3 dead, we'd have to hand them all over this month. The lottery would still run next month. We would have gained nothing from this extra body. Keeping him gives me some options, some wiggle room when I'm dealing with Crichton. I know none of you may understand, but try to put yourself in my place. It's an asinine risk. We can't hide bodies from the providers, especially you. You're the one person in this whole colony they can legally kill and eat at any time. I'm aware of that risk. You'd think after they ate your husband you'd be more Enough, Malik. The only life I've put on the line is my own. I've taken this gamble. It's done. There's no going back now. So, is that the only point of this meeting? To make us co-conspirators in your crime against the providers? No, we need to discuss the lottery. Why would we have a lottery when there are already 2 dead bodies plus 1 person who died of old age to give the provider this month? As it stands, they're only scheduled to get 1 extra body over the minimum 2 body sacrifice. They're already scheduled. There's already been a lottery. The cannibal scheduled it this morning because the last sacrifice was a small female 12 rocks short of the minimum. Kindly refer to our benefactors as the providers, Grey. Well, excuse me. Daltor talks about eating me so much it puts that word in my head. Please don't start bickering. Not today. I don't take offense of the word cannibal, Felina. It is unfortunately accurate. We eat our own dead as well as yours. I take offense to it. However, if there were more plum and juicy sacrifices like Grey, we would eat many fewer of you. For God's sakes! Enough. Just get on with your report. Well, the winner is a 37-year-old male in good health. He works in the agricultural sector. No parents, a live-in boyfriend but no legal spouse, no children. His siblings are younger than him and in good health. This is exactly why I want options. Someone that young shouldn't have to take part in the lottery. Well, the others in our colony get persecuted enough through the replacement policy. Everyone deserves to live regardless of age, occupation or health. Do you include my people, Malik? I'm not going to be dragged back into this debate. A winner was scheduled to be brought to the goodbye room later today. We haven't notified the providers about who won. Cancelling a lottery after it's already run is an automatic sacrificial replacement. What are you going to do, Felina? Oh, great. So I either give the body to the providers or I risk being killed myself. Let's see. Claim the lottery was never run due to a clerical error. Postpone giving the lottery results for the first time ever. Turn over the lottery winner, as well as the 2 men who died, and don't run a lottery next month. Turn over the lottery winner as well as the 2 men who died and run the lottery next month as usual. So wait, they're gonna get double? No. Claim that one of the men who died in the accident was also the winner of the lottery. Nah. Ask the leader of the cannibals permission to cancel the lottery. Okay, let's try that. Every single month I'm second guessing myself. Now the stakes are higher than ever. Was it the right decision, Daltor? Not just about the lottery. Were we right to hide that body? Yes, don't doubt yourself. You are ruling exactly as you should. You have given your people a safety net to prevent a rampage. And you're doing something my kind could never, saving stock for future use. And yet, if I'm caught... Damn it, why did Malik have to be there? If I could have just hidden that body without anyone seeing. Malik is not a murderer, Felina. As terrible as most of your staff is, they wouldn't cause your death. You can trust in that. I could get caught some other way. If the body's found, or... It's not possible. Worrying like this is fruitless and just upsets you. You must always continue to see clearly, Felina. I am your friend, and my kind sustained your people. Disconnect from the other humans. Huh, I don't like that. I am the only one you need. I'm trying so hard not to fall into that pit Lodrin fell into. You're strong, Felina. A mother! You can manage the weight of your burdens with my help. I can barely manage, but you're right. You're the only one keeping me afloat. Every meeting like this just twists my stomach. They hate me, and they don't even try to hide it. Don't give them power over you, Felina. You're superior to them. It's barely been a year and a half since Ludrin died, and they still act like monsters towards me. That's because they consider my kind monsters. Since you chose not to, they make you an outcast. But you're the wisest one among your kind. If they had to trade places with you, they could never manage. They think they could. Malik thinks we can just cut out the providers or arrest them or... He's a fool, but that's why he's not in charge. He'll never govern this colony. The truth doesn't change it because it's painful. We would die without you and you would die without us. So you must make sacrifices, just as you're doing. It's not because you want people to be eaten. It's because you want the colony to survive. Your compassion for my kind gives you the power to rule the way you have. They can't conceive of how hard your position is, even with Ludrin's death. You accept the value we provide without becoming mired in the politics of the monthly sacrifices. I don't see how anyone can take you for granted. Our influence is meant to be invisible. Perhaps the fault is ours. It's not invisible. Just look at Ludrin's mom. Oh? Did you visit her? I try to see her once a month. You guys built her facility. Your robots did. What would I have done without you? We couldn't take care of Gretna after her stroke. So that's her mother-in-law, I guess. Your robots built that place for us without being asked. You just anticipated our colony's needs. You give us literally everything the facility needs. We don't have a factory to make the oxygen tank Greta needs. We didn't have the scanner to diagnose Gretna's eye problem or the materials to make her heart medicine. Everything she needs comes out of your ship. I've seen the many factories, the supply depots. For God's sake, every brick the building is made out of was molded on your ship. People don't want to refer to your kind as providers like they're supposed to, but that's exactly what you are. We live a life of luxury, and that would take a society 50 times our size to manifest. With every comfort, every necessity, it's been handed to us freely for so long, people take it for granted. They don't take a minute to look around at everything you've given them. What would Gretna do if she didn't have her oxygen, her medicine? It's a small example, but I couldn't begin to describe everything you do for us. You make us more comfortable than we deserve to be. Keeping our partners happy is a prerogative, Felina. It lengthens your lives, increases your health, improves the quality of your flesh, and encourages you to breed. It usually fosters a positive relationship. Usually. But we've become entitled, ungrateful. People have to die to feed you. They have to be sacrificed, and that's all the people focus on. But how many people would die every day without your help? Gretna would be dead. Probably everyone in her elder care facility would be too. How long would the rest of us survive without your atmospheric controls, your soil amendments? The nature of our alliance has become a hard thing for your people to understand. They look at the immediate the death of the people they care for rather than seeing what you see, Felina. If they would look at their own greatness, accept how dependent they are upon us, maybe they would comprehend. This generation is lost to reality, Dal. You must place focus on teaching them acceptance. Until then, they're lucky to have someone as wise as you in charge. Thanks for listening. Sometimes I just need to vent. I'm here for you, Felina. I know. I'd be destroyed without you. Without you, I wouldn't be destroyed, but I would be mirrored. Mirrored? In the way I was during our other arrangements before we became invested in your people. You taught me to view my food in a whole new way, Felina. I'm in your debt for that, for the way you opened my heart. Our relationship has become the most meaningful one I've ever known. Really? But you've been alive for thousands of years. Living for thousands of years in blissful ignorance, and allowing that ignorance to lead me to terrible acts. I feel absolved with your colony. Our relationship has taught me the merits of a civil partnership. And I don't wish to become too sentimental, but you and Edna, you know how precious you are to me. Edna. You sustain me, give me purpose. It's such a magnificent thing to realize after an eon of malice. And you're my rock, Dal. I don't care if they sneer at me for being your friend. You're better than any of those bastards. I resent that I make them sneer at you, but I'll never deny your our friendship. You know something? What is it, my friend? My heart belongs to you. When I go, I want you to have it. You know what I mean. I would be honored. Well, so she's gonna eat my heart? It's kinda weird. What do you want? Hello, lamb chops. It's time for your first puzzle. And your first one is the jigsaw kind. Oh, what? You think it's going to be easy, huh? Now you know, my dumplings, I've scattered the pieces all through the 5 chapters, the first 5 chapters, because the game has 15. You've got 25 pieces to find by the time you get to the end of chapter 5. That's 5 puzzle pieces per chapter. If you miss a piece, you won't be able to put this puzzle together, my Grammy worms. And that would suck. Let me start you off. Here's your first puzzle piece. Okay. Well, grab it and put it where it belongs. Up here. Good work, Hamhawk. Now keep your eye out for puzzle pieces like this one. You've got 4 more pieces to find in this chapter. There aren't any special choices you have to make to find them either. All the paths you take where you stay alive are loaded up with the pieces you need. So as long as you get to the end of the chapter alive, you'll have been given the opportunity to get all your puzzle pieces. Seriously, they're there. Just float your mouth around until you find them. I'll be back at the end of chapter 5 to see if you found all of them. If you did, then you can put the puzzle together and unlock a special scene. If you don't, if you don't, nothing happens actually. You'll just be butthurt and annoyed that you don't get the extra scene. Bye for now, tartlets. Wait, is that the piece? Oh yeah, kinda. Turin and Lo agreed to your request for a meeting, but they want to see you right now. Oh, that was fast. Don't let it addle you. Crichton just wants to know what's on your mind. Right. I'll go with you, Felina. So Crichton is the chief of the aliens, of the cannibal aliens. I just hope this was the right decision. Don't second guess yourself, Felina. Stand tall or he'll sense weakness. I thought we might enjoy the nursery for our meeting. It's refreshing to escape the office at times, don't you agree? Very true. Thanks for giving me the chance to see this. I'm impressed. Are you? This is all for you people, of course. Nothing that grows here is edible to my kind. Did you take a bite from that apple and spit it out? I did. Is that a test of some kind? No. It's me tasting something delicious which I cannot swallow. Oh. Food is my weakness, and yet there is so very little variety I can consume. You've no idea how lucky your kind is. It's true, and I'm incredibly grateful for all you do for us, Lord Crichton. You are. Your people are not, though. Now, what's on your mind, Felina? I came to ask permission for something. Is that right? And I presume it involves the lottery? That's right. You wish to cancel it? I wouldn't ask normally, but with the accident at the Rampage Shelter, you already have 3 bodies instead of the normal 2. And you presume we should be happy with that? I wouldn't presume anything. That's why I'm asking permission. I give you points for that. It's good of you to acknowledge our authority. But consider this. We are left in a state of near starvation almost constantly. We received a small windfall this month, granted, but we deserve the lottery winner as well. It would have granted us the opportunity to renew our stores, to gird ourselves against ever falling into our more primitive state. Huh. He's blackmailing her. Why would I allow you to deny us precious food that is by rights ours? I maintain my position as the uncontested leader of the providers by always ensuring we have as much to eat as possible. It's what my people expect of me. I understand your position, Lord Crichton. Let me try to explain mine if I may. By all means. I've executed some extremely difficult lotteries, made hard decisions because I believe that's what's best for both of our people. But it's come with a cost. I'm not a popular governor. I've been accused of being a cannibal sympathizer. There are protests in front of my building almost monthly, and I hear whispers of a building revolution. If I kill this man and give him to you, when you already have an extra body, I might lose control of the colony completely. And this is indeed grave. Thank you for confining me, Felina dear. It's enlightening. I'm enlightened, okay. Then... But I may have a solution for both our problems. You do? What if I became your ally in the battle for control over your colony? I have a great deal of resources I could put at your disposal. Resources? Yes, those robots we supply to build your homes and plant your crops. They can do a lot more. What do you mean? They can disperse crowds or dispose of would-be revolutionaries. Alright, so what should we do? I appreciate the offer, but that's not the kind of government I run. We're nowhere near needing that to dispose of anyone. Yet. Yeah, let's say that. But if things ever escalated, why, I could provide you an army. An army would be nice, just to control things, not to kill anyone. We're not foolish, my dear. Our long-term survival depends on a large pasture of reproducing cattle. Still, there are those who allow their self-destructive nature to infect the herd. Sometimes the cattle must be isolated to prevent the spread of diseases. With human cattle, diseases of the mind are just as devastating as those of the flesh. I don't care for the metaphor, but there are people who just can't get it through their heads that we still need you. It's not that I want to sacrifice anyone, they take everything for granted. They refuse to accept that we couldn't survive without you. Nor do they realize how futile it would be to revolt against us. You thought the last rampage was a sacrifice? Ha! We are quite invincible. These idiots think they can just march onto your ship and arrest you all. Ludicrous! If we wish we could manage you as slaves, through cattle forced to service our needs. We could lobotomize a lot of you. What? It is truly a wretched last resort, my dear, but we must be able to feed. I only share our capabilities with you since we have such an understanding between us. You are our property, for better or worse. Now, naturally, we prefer cooperation. You see, when we're forced to enslave cattle, we find we can't control ourselves. We eat too many, too fast, and deplete the resource completely. Granting the illusion of autonomy is the most effective way to create a bottleneck. We let you feed us rather than taking. We let you feed us rather than taking from you as we please, and in that way, we're able to remain a self-renewing. You're able to remain a self-renewing resource. It is all quite clear to you now, my dear. Yes, crystal clear. I suppose I always knew things were this way. I was in denial. Your sympathy for my kind gives you the privilege of this knowledge, and your best option is to cater to us. Open the bottleneck just a bit more. In exchange, we will solve your problems. You'll have my back. I'll have yours. Daltor was right about you. You're a sublime creature. Huh. Why do I think I made a deal with the devil? Oh, chapter 2 already. That was quick. What are you scared of today? Everyone I've known for thousands of years. I no longer know. I no longer understand. Not even Restore? My brother has become a stranger to me. Or perhaps I've become the stranger. But you trust him, don't you? I trust him, but trust is like a distant memory. Something created from habit. The motivation for that trust has been forgotten an eon ago. Were we children together once? Those memories faded to dust in my head. But he is here, reliable, a stranger, but a stranger I can trust. Isn't trust important? I suppose, when it needs to be. You only trust Restore in Turanlo. What about in the human colony? Let's talk about Felina. Do you still love her? I want to say yes. Isn't this love? But it's been so long, I'm not sure. What I know is that I have very strong feelings that attract me to her. I don't know if they're love. Could it be Hunter? Getting jealous if anyone else eats food you've claimed for yourself? At first, maybe, when I found myself guarding her. But then she offered me her heart. That ended my hunter for her. As long as I get to eat her heart, I will be happy. Why don't you describe your feelings for her? I want all of her. I don't mean as food. I'm resentful when she tries to make her people happy. I want her to become completely fulfilled by my happiness. I see. But it goes further than that. I want her away from all of them. I want her to live with me on Turanlo in my apartment. I would never have her leave. She could do her job as governor from here. With my guidance. It sounds as though you wish to own her. I do wish she was more mine. She's partly mine, but part of her still belongs to her people. And to her dead husband. I want to be her everything. What about her infant? Edna would become our infant. I would parent a child with her. Perhaps through the child I could keep her with me. This obsession you convey is not something a human will abide. Particularly not a powerful human. She's weak in many ways. I've gotten her to depend on me. The dependence is so strong that even when I repulse her, she can't pull away. I've tried to isolate her. But she will never become what you want, solely yours. She's not of your people. When I think about that, I become angry. I want to hurt her until she becomes what I want. I would tear down the last structure holding her upright until there's only me. I would break her if I had to, so she would only hold on to me. This does not seem reasonable, Daltor. She is not the right material for a pet. If you push too hard, she would leave you. I know, and I told you that causes such anger inside me. I fear that anger could make me lose her. What if you do not lose her, but you never have more of her than what she has given you now? If that's true, and there's no way me to claim her completely. I would take her daughter instead. What? That's not good. Oh, look, a piece. And another one. Ah, here you are, Felina. Vidim Vadam. Vidim Vadam? Vidim Vadam. Sorry, it's funny. I thought I cancelled our meeting this morning. I don't have time now. I don't need a meeting, just a few minutes of your time. You've got 90 seconds. Governor Felina, I am on the very cusp of the discovery that could save thousands of lives. A cure for the provider's cannibalism? Exactly that. I'm nearly there. Imagine it. The providers no longer having to eat us to survive. They'll eat grains or fruit or beans like everyone else. I remember Ludren telling me you were on the cusp of this same discovery back before he and I were married. Science takes time, Governor. Time and money. That's why you asked to see me? You've got 60 seconds left. I need my old budget back. I'm doing work that could end the sacrifice forever. You've got to give me the resources, Felina. You were told before, no results, no resources. But I'm so close, you can't afford not to fund what I'm doing. My serum could reactivate the provider's omnivore gene. Don't you think if there was a cure, the providers would have already found it? They're light years ahead of us in science and technology. They cure most of our diseases with one remedy. They've given up looking for a cure. Why should they bother? We're a bountiful food source for them. I happen to know Creekton would love to be able to eat different things. I say it's up to us to end their cannibalistic ways, and my research shows real promise. I sent you my data. If you just take a minute to look over. Your data is charts and formulas. I would need a 5 finishing school degree to understand. I think it's deliberately obtuse. It's not! It shows you the incredible progress I've made with the razor-thin budget you've left me with. But I can't squeeze any more out of it. I need my full funding, Governor. We could have the cure in less than a year. Your time is up. Please, Felina, isn't it worth pursuing this? Think of all the lives we'd save. Let's see. We've thrown enough money at you with 0 results. The answer is no. Fine, I'll skim off the top of the finishing school fund. You know what? Yeah, 1 year of funding. How bad could that be? But this is your last chance. Get results now or never. I will. You won't regret this. You need to leave. I have to work. See yourself out. Back to work. I wish there had been a surplus this month. Taking from the education fund for that idiot is going to cause a backlash. Wait, but I did give to the education before, so right, that's good. First, let me see what results I got from last month's surplus allocation. Sharon sent me a file. Last month I sent the surplus to the education department, exactly, yeah? Zalby sent a memo about that. Let's see. Oh, I got a nice write-up in the educator's newsletter. Wow, that's a change. Zalby says my approval rating went up 2 points. Not much, but still, it was the right decision to send the money there. What are we going to say this month when I have to skim off them for Vadim? I just can't win. Actually, I think that's the theme of the game. Hold the elevator! So 4 people were fed to providers this month. Double what we agreed to. And we're going to give them their normal sacrifice next month as though there's nothing different? The construction worker who survived. What's his name? Corinne Tay. And you better not be thinking what I think you're thinking. He's still in a coma, correct? He's alive and he may well recover. Is that what the doctor says? Helena, are you seriously going down this path? What kind of society are we if we start executing the sick? He might never wake up, and even if he does, he'll have brain damage. A person with brain damage is just as valid as the rest of us. Right now, he's not even conscious. You'd have me kill a healthy person instead of him? I'd have you never kill another person for those monsters. But since I know you'll always cater to them, hold the damn lottery. Once you start deciding who should live or die, you're settling a hideous precedent. What's next? Kill everyone in our nursing home? Kill the boy who wheezes? What? The gn with balance problems? Gn. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Might be the sick with balance problems? How is that any worse than holding a lottery and killing whatever random person is chosen? Are you truly this callous? People have to die for them either way, Malik. I'll take the life of a man in a coma of a parent any day. So is that it? Is that what you're going to do? Execute this helpless man? Let's see. So what should we do? Yes, but first we should be gorged with. He should be gorged with liquid nitrogen, so he's twice his weight when he turn him over. Sorry, liquid nutrition, not nitrogen. I'll ask the providers to test the man to see if there's any chance he'll recover. Hold the lottery. I should give Kareem as an extra body. No, let's hold the lottery. Yeah, let's go by protocol at least. I want to see if there's a way to get the body of Kareem Tay to Crichton without it counting as a sacrifice. Why would you do this, Valina? Because of our new understanding. I want Crichton to know I'm serious about our alliance. Don't pursue this alliance, Valina. What are you talking about? It's the only thing giving me hope right now. It shouldn't. Crichton will never be a true ally to you. Don't let him exert any more control over your colony than he already has. Dal, he's my secret weapon. He's the way I keep things under control. Don't take this from me. It's not my intent to upset you, just to warn you. Will you hear my warning? Yeah, let's hear him out. Let's say you call on him to disperse a protest. People will die. He'll say it's an accident, but it won't be. It would be more bodies for us to eat. Let's say you ask for his protection in revolt. He will use your dependence on him to take control. He will deem certain people as enemies, and they will be turned to cattle, lobotomized and made into docile breeding stock or meat farms. In time, the cattle will outnumber the colonists. Eventually, you'll all be cattle. Oh, Jesus. You really can't do that. We outnumber you 50,000 to 33. Helena, all those thousands of robots who built your dwellings, your roads, your irrigation lines. You really think that's all they're capable of? Oh, my heart is racing so fast. You're not the first people we've cooperated with. I've seen it before, Felina. Hundreds of times, if not 1,000. Please believe me. Once a food source is turned to cattle, we eat too many. Their numbers become unsustainable, and we make them extinct. This is why we're cooperating with the colony rather than taking what we want. Not because we have to, not because it's convenient for us, but because we need a mechanism for restraint. Without a self-enforced bottleneck, we have no self-control. Oh God. How can we be so close to something that insidious? It never was to be that way, Felina. We're giving you autonomy you can exploit, and you must exploit it or you will be exploited. I'm going to be sick. So I have nothing, no solution, no backup plan. Oh God, it's worse than nothing. We're on borrowed time. You're saying all the control we think we have is an illusion. How long will we have before your people turn us into animals? It will be longer if you don't align yourself with an evil man. Crichton abides you as a mechanism of restraint, but we hunger. That hunger drives us to ruin partnerships, even if it means we're hunting ourselves. You must be stronger than our hunger. Your duties to your people, even if they behave foolishly, you must protect them. Or we'll eat all of you, Felina, in scarcely 3 years. I have no options anymore. I have to solve my own problems. Damn, between a rock and a hard place. Lord Crichton is here to see you. What? Good afternoon, Felina dear. I thought you have time for a visit. Oh, this is unexpected. I was in the neighborhood and you were overdue for the consideration of a personal visit. How kind of you. Felina dear, what do you plan to do with the man in the coma? Corinte, I hear he's at death's door. Right, we considered him as a sacrifice, but I don't want him as a sacrifice, my dear. I just want him. Oh, as a last month's bounty, it's quite difficult to settle for our usual sacrifice. And here we have this man who's as good as dead anyway. What are you thinking? I think you should make a gift of him. Considering our new understanding, it's only appropriate. I can't just give him to you unless he's a sacrifice. Oh, we can work around that. We'll just say he goes missing. I have the means to extricate him without anyone seeing. It would be obvious that the providers took him. It may be, but no one could prove it, I assure you. People disappearing would be a new fear for the colony. Things are already tense, I told you this. But that no longer matters. I've told you this. I will defuse whatever backlash there is. My resources are at your disposal. Now let's see, I have the building plans for the hospital, of course. I would just need to know where he's being kept. Would you have his room number? I'm not giving that to you. Beg pardon? If this is what our bargain is going to be like, then I want out. I can't let you take people whenever you want. We have an agreement. We'll get the sacrifices we committed to. I see. How naive you are. What? To think you can walk away from our bargain. I'm quite certain you'll reconsider. What is that? What does he mean, Altor? I don't want to speculate. You did the right thing, no matter what he does. Oh, I hope so. And that was it, everyone. That was the demo version of Cannibal Lottery, and well, those were my choices at least, but you can make different choices and get slightly different let's see, scenes or activity. So if you want to play the demo yourselves, just see the link in the description below. The demo is available on Steam and on itch.io for Windows and Mac OS. And of course, you know, if you like the game, if you want to support it, you can do that. Apparently on Indiegogo too. That's okay. So the Kickstarter, Indiegogo, 2 campaigns to finish Cannibal Lottery and have it out in the third quarter of this year. On Kickstarter it says August, around August. So it may be, you know, late summer or maybe early autumn for the full release on Steam and probably other platforms, itch.io and maybe more. Good Old Games, Humble Store, maybe, you know, all of those. But at least it's going to be on Steam because there's already a page, so very likely it's going to be there. So everyone, again, that was Cannibal Lottery. If you want to support it, check out the links in the description. If you want to download the game, the demo version at least, also check out the description. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up right quick. And if you like what I do here, consider subscribing. That would be actually immensely helpful. If you could subscribe, tell other people about the channel, spread the word, check out the back catalog of over 2,000 videos. So there are over 2,000 videos you can check out and discover new awesome games that are not covered as much, but that will definitely provide lots and lots of fun. So check that out. Also, if you can, take half a minute to see the ways to which you can support me. They're also in the description. There's a Humble Store creator tag. Sorry, not Humble Store. A Humble Store link, a Humble Store affiliate link. There's a Fanatical affiliate link, and there's an Epic Store tag. That the tag is for that. So if you make any purchases on those services, on those stores, on those game sellers, please consider supporting me and the channel with the things you buy. It costs you nothing extra. You don't pay anything more if you use those methods. So please, if you can, consider that, because it's greatly appreciated and it helps immensely. Thanks again everyone for watching, and until the next time we see each other, have an awesome day.